We will call the Parker Planning Commission meeting of October 10th, 2024 to order at 7:01. Would you please stand and join us for the Pledge of Allegiance?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, roll call. Absent is Eric Franzen. Angela is seated for Eric. And Nick and Brett is seated for Nick. All other members are present. Are there any additions to or deletions from the agenda?
No, sir, there are not.
Okay, approval of the minutes. Are there any additions or corrections to the minutes from September 12th, 2024? No? Nope. All right, do we have a motion to approve?
I move we approve the minutes from the last meeting.
I'll second it.
It's been moved by Ruth Ann, seconded by Angela, that we approve the Planning Commission meeting minutes from September 12th, 2024. And I'll call the question. Brett? Ileana?
Aye.
Angela?
Aye.
Ruth Ann?
Aye.
Eric?
Aye.
Leland?
Aye.
Chair is aye. Passes unanimously.
There.
Okay, item 7A, a public hearing, a resolution to adopt the Town of Parker, Colorado 2024 3-mile area plan. We will open the public hearing at 7:02. Steffi, we're all yours.
Perfect. Good evening, Commissioners and Chair. I've met most of you, but not all of you. I'm Steffi Schreck. I'm one of the new planners and associate planner in the Long Range Division. Thanks for being here, and I will be here tonight. Thank you. Thank you. We are going through the 2024 3-mile area plan annual update. So for those of you that have been here for a while, you know we do this every year. Let me make sure my clicker's on. Point at Jen. On the side. It is on.
There it goes.
Thank you. All right, so as an introduction, this is part of state requirements. Every jurisdiction has to provide a 3-mile area plan every year. Parker's was drafted and adopted our first plan in 2006, and this is in compliance with the 1965 Municipal Annexation Act. So our plan ensures that us and surrounding municipalities can adequately serve newly annexed areas. And so, as I mentioned, it's a yearly requirement for us to update this, make sure we can cover that growth and make sure we don't grow too large too quickly, which I think we talked about one of our last meetings that maybe it was Denver that was maybe growing too quickly, and that was kind of the history behind why these plans are required, which I didn't know. So here's another introduction, what the plan does and what the plan does not do. So it does reference other existing documents and documents of nearby jurisdictions, and then it complies with the state law regulation and requirement. It does not change the master plan, it does not change zoning, it does not change any regulations. So it's kind of just a stamp in time update. Where are we? How much more can we grow? Here is our map that we're all familiar with, just our current jurisdiction and our boundary. As you can see, there's some of those enclaves we've talked about before. And then there's just a list of the other documents that this plan does reference. So into the changes for 2024, our first map is our annexations. So we had one annexation in 2023, so that's the one change for us for this year. And it's the Pope property. It's part of the Dransfeld Bridge, so you're all probably familiar with that expansion and the building of that bridge, just to make that north-south connection. So that's part of the property that was annexed. It was agricultural. It got rezoned and is now ours and is open space and riparian corridor. And then the other annexation that occurred in our nearby jurisdictions is Aurora. It's in Kings Point area, a 19-acre expansion. So map 2 is our fun one, lots of changes this year. So the changes from our 2023 map are Dransfeld that I just mentioned, the connection south to Motzenbacher is one of our important links that's under construction. That will likely be done end of next year in 2025. The Chambers Road north-south connection is under construction as well, and that should be done in Q1 of next year. And then we have Belford that completed and Bayou Gulch that also got completed this year. And then the other one on this map is Canyons Parkway, which is in Castle Pines. Those are the big ones. So for significant waterways, we have no changes from last year. And same with the next few. So significant parks, also no changes, no new parks. And then water, sanitation, and metro districts, no changes from 2023 either. As for county zoning and nearby jurisdiction zoning, the only change is for Douglas County. They did have a rezoning that went from agriculture to PD, and this is for a multifamily affordable housing. It's off Scott Avenue and Parker Road. But countywide, that's the only zoning. And with that, we had a pretty straightforward year. Lots of, like I mentioned, lots of transportation changes. But our staff recommendation is that the Planning Commission recommend to Town Council to approve and adopt the 2024 3-mile area plan. And with that, I'm happy to take any questions.
All right,
Thank you.
questions for Steffi?
Steffi, I just had one real quick question. In the report on page 7, utilities and related items, I was just curious because I wasn't aware of this, that there are areas or districts that have a statement of purpose instead of an actual service plan. Are any of those areas with just a statement of purpose? Do any of those fall within our town or growth areas?
You know, this is something that more the attorneys review when these new SAN districts or these metro districts come up, since they're kind of a quasi-governmental entity. The way I read that state statute is the Special District Control Act. We all have this, I think, on page 7, but it seems that if they don't have a service plan, they have to have a statement of purpose. So if they don't actually have it drawn out, they have to kind of say what they do and what they're for.
Right.
But I'm not exactly familiar with if we have
I was just curious if any of them
yeah.
fell within our jurisdiction.
Bryce, do you know?
So the 3 water districts in the town of Parker that serve the town of Parker have service plans.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
Other questions for Steffi?
None from me.
No, I'm good.
Okay. Well, as it is a public hearing, we open it up to comments from the public. Any members of the public should step forward to the podium, state your name and address for the record. Seeing none, any further questions? We will close the public hearing at 7:09. Commissioner discussion?
This is a simple pass from my perspective. I thought your question was good, Ruthann, because I thought about it, and I'm like, someone else will ask.
It was new to me.
Yeah, new to me as well. But thank you for the explanation.
Yes.
Do we have a motion?
I move Planning Commission recommend Town Council adopt the 2024 3-mile area plan.
I will second that.
It's been moved by Ileana, seconded by Eric. The Planning Commission recommend Town Council adopt the 2024 3-mile area plan. I'll call the question. As soon as I get to it on my paper here. Brett? Aye. Ileana?
Aye.
Angela?
Aye.
Ruthann?
Aye.
Eric?
Aye.
Leland?
Aye.
Chair is aye, passes unanimously.
Thank you.
Thank you, Steffi. All right. Any other staff items, Bryce?
Just a reminder, the next meeting, there is a training at 5:30. As of right now, we have no agenda items for the actual meeting.
Okay, thank you, Bryce. Do we have a motion to adjourn?
I motion we adjourn today's meeting.
Second.
Been moved by Ileana, seconded by Ruth Ann, that we adjourn. I'll call the question again. Brett? Ileana? Angela?
Aye.
Ruth Ann?
Aye.
Eric?
Aye.
Leland?
Aye.
Chair is aye. Passes unanimously. Good night, all.